and welcome to NCRS episode 10, I think. And tonight we're going to be discussing Predator, the 1986 film, and we might be answering the question. Well, let's hope we answer the question. Is this Arnold Schwarzenegger's best sci-fi movie? Well, stick around and find out. But before we get into it all, I have a guest who will be coming on shortly. It's Carl the Madman, as always, who's been following me straight through with all these amazing reviews. And again, I'm super thankful for all of you that have checked it out and that have wanted to come by and watch this. Yeah, I've been super stoked. Yeah, anyways, I've missed a couple of weeks. I've been busy, so sorry about that. This is also going to count as my day 30 for the 30-day blog challenge. 30-day video short blog challenge thing that keeps going. I don't know. Whatever Carl the Madman called it. Today's for the last day, so I'm going to consider this. It's not a short, but it's a hell of a lot more. So, anyways, it was really fun. It was really fun doing blogs every day. I think I might have missed a day or two, but I also double posted some shorts on days, so I'm going to count that because I can, I think. Yeah. Anyways, it's been a great time, and yeah, I'm just waiting for Carl the Madman's response here. And I'd love to try. And it'll be cool to talk to him about all that again, because yeah, he's the one who started it all. It's his challenge, and I had a great time. And if anybody down in the comments wants to let me know what your favorite scene, what your favorite part of Predator is. Please make sure to comment in because the algorithm demands engagement. I have heard. Yeah. So since literally still nobody's here, I'm gonna just keep selling myself and I'll repeat it again at the end. Or at least when Carl comes in. But yeah, I think I got everything set up right. I'm still in the middle of changing everything. That's probably not going to be until this winter, I'll tell you. Same as almost. Oh yeah, I'll give you an update on all my edited versions of this show. Those probably won't be coming out until the winter. It's now busy as hell at work, and maybe the fall. But yeah, I've been working my butt off. Just it's hot. It's hot. I'm tired. So I might not be getting those edits done, but I'll still be putting out little clips, little shorts. And I started my new series. Well, I haven't started my new series. I've started recording and getting clips and creating little animations for a new series I'm doing where Jimmy Jam meets the Doom Slayer. Well, he is the Doom Slayer, kind of. He's like the Doom Slayer. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be going first. I'm going to be going through the Dark Ages. Doom the Dark Ages, the newest game, because well, it's the newest one and it's fun. I have a lot of fun. A lot of people think it's a little bit easier than all the other ones, and that's fine with me. That I am a very casual gamer, but I still love to do it. So yeah, so stick around. That'll be probably premiering in like a month, at least the first episode. See how it does. See blah blah blah. I mean, it's not like these videos. Yeah. If you haven't been here before, make sure to go and check out all my playlists. They got all my animations. There's a playlist if you like these kind of reviews. We did the whole Alien franchise. We already have one Predator movie that we've done. It's the newest one, Predator Badlands. No, wait, no. That's not the one. Killer of Killers. That's the one. Yeah, the animated one. It was really cool. It was. I think it was. They knocked it out of the park again, just like they did with Prey, and it makes me even more hopeful for the next installment, which is Predator Badlands. Yeah, super stoked about that. Yeah, it's a good review. Again, go check it out. I mean, most of this, since nobody's here right now, most of this is probably going to go into my unused or like it's just going to get clipped. So I'm just going to keep kind of rambling for a bit here and see have I gotten an invite. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Everything's good, guys. Let's see if I got an invite. Hey, there he is.
Almost.
Kind of, at least. There's the chair. There's his chair.
There's the chair, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okie dokie.
Perfect.
Artichokey.
How
Oh,
you,
shit.
how,
Is that perfect? Oh, fuck.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Is it good?
It's got Arnold. Yeah, Arnold staring pretty good there.
Arnold.
Arnold. All right,
Arnold.
Arnold. Yeah, again, welcome to NCRS, NCRS episode 10, I think, the Nerdy Chaotic Review Show.
You got your.
I'm Jimmy.
Sorry.
Oh,
You
is
got
it?
your. Something sounds funny.
Yeah, one sec.
You don't sound normal. I know you're not normal, but
Right. Here. Is that better?
that's. I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you
I
see.
had a fan. I had a fan going behind me because it's fucking hot.
Ah, that might have been what it was. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I wasn't sure because still, no viewers, but that's perfect. This stuff will get clipped. How you been this week, Carl?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, good. I just finished, like literally just finished
Watching the
watching
movie? Perfect.
watching The Predator.
Yeah, not the Predator. This one is just Predator. The-
Predator.
We'll get to the Predator. We'll get to the Predator
What?
later.
What?
'Cause,
What?
there's a,
What? There's another one called The
yeah,
Predator?
oh
Oh.
yeah. It's actually written by one of the guys that's on the team in this movie.
Okay. So there's
The
Predator
guy
and
who
then
makes all
there's The Predator.
the Predator.
Oh.
Yeah,
Good thing I
and
watched hopefully I watched the right movie.
oh, you did. It has Arnold in it. You
Unlike
absolutely watched
Aliens.
the right one.
Or
Right?
Alien.
Yes. Unlike
Alien.
Aliens.
I actually thought of that
Uh,
earlier and I was like, fuck, I should watch the wrong movie just because.
Oh, you absolutely could have, and then we could have just watched it, went over that one. You'd be like, I don't remember this movie being this
Is the
shitty. And
is
where's
the
Arnold?
is the Predator like a old one too, or
It's no, it's the one that came out before Prey. So it's like one of the newest ones, actually.
hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's written by the guy that does all the pussy jokes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, by Hawkins.
Hawkins. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to register all their names on in my head. Hawkins,
yeah, yeah. Hawkins is
Billy,
the guy
Poncho.
who makes all the jokes
Uh-huh.
that they brought in.
Mhm.
Poncho's the one I always fucking forget. So like
Poncho,
yeah,
Billy.
I, yeah, Poncho, Duke.
I never did. Is that Jesse's body, Duke?
No, I think Duke's the his buddy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Duke is the.
Yeah. And it's funny because the actor's name is Bill Duke. So
Oh, perfect. Maybe that's the only way you could
right,
do it. It's like
right.
can't remember which character I am. You're Duke. Oh yeah.
You're the one that's not strapping around a fucking uh minigun that's meant to be on a helicopter.
Well,
That's supposed to be mounted.
he unloads with that thing though.
Yeah.
Right
No. Oh, he
after
does.
right after Jesse the bot. What the fuck's Jesse's name in there again? Jesse
Uh, I,
Ventura.
I I I can't remember his, and
Shit.
I've always just called him Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that works for me. Yeah. Right after Jesse dies, he grabs
Yeah, he
grabs
pulls.
Jesse's minigun and cuts the fucking jungle down with it.
Oh, absolutely. They
It's an
they
awesome
they
scene.
waste a lot of ammo.
I
But yes,
enjoyed
it's a great scene.
I enjoyed that scene as much today as I did when I was 14 or whatever it was when I watched that movie when it came out.
Perfect. I was just gonna say, well, what was your first, you know, when was the first time you saw this? What got you into it?
First time I saw it would have been brand new in the theater when I was when did this come out? 84 or something?
87.
87, so I was 16 or 17.
There you go. Yeah, it came out
Mm.
right after, well, like a year after Aliens. So this
Oh yeah.
movie was like in production while Aliens was in the theater, and you know they're all going, oh shit. Like we have a bunch of commandos that get fucked up by our alien too.
This is a
They're
great
gonna think
movie.
first.
This was a great
Oh,
movie, I thought.
this is one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all times, and we're gonna answer the question that's in my title, and it's uh, is this the best Arnold Schwarzenegger sci-fi movie of all time? Because I think it is. I can't say his best action movie because there's a lot I love, but out of the few sci-fi movies he's in, this is probably my favorite.
Just trying to
Let's
think of what all he
say,
was. So he was in. Let's see, what Total Recall, all the Terminators.
yeah.
Uh,
So like it's hard to say, but for my version of his role, I guess a lot of people will say T2, but I really like this one, and we'll get into why.
this, as far as I'm concerned, this movie's better than T2 is.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I
although
think it is. I think it's way
I
better.
love T2 as well. But
Right? That's another great franchise. Well, a franchise that has some great movies,
yeah, at
and
least
some
two.
not so great. Yeah, at least two. At least two.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are we
yeah.
live?
Yeah. We're live right now. I
No,
think.
I'm just kidding. Actually, I didn't check. Shit, I don't got my checker phone here to make sure that you are live.
Oh shit. Well,
I
we'll
can
see. I guess either
I
that
can
or I'll get a recording.
I can go get it. Oh, actually,
Oh
oh
yeah.
no, I got a tablet right here. Forgot about that.
These days it's so funny. There's always a phone or something within reach somewhere.
Watch now, Jimmy
Uh,
Jams live. Yeah, I think so. Here, just double check. I got a notification. Oh yeah, there we go.
woohoo!
Here it is. It's working.
Perfect. We are live. Good.
Oh, this show looks really good. I better give it a thumbs up. There we go. Oops, not a thumb.
Yeah.
There. And
There we
there.
go.
Yeah. And then I better say hi to all the fun people out there. Hi, fun people.
Right.
There we go.
I think it's just you right now, Carl. But that's okay. That might attract more people.
I know from my
Ah,
experience with doing live, most of your views come afterwards.
oh, absolutely.
But then every once in a while, YouTube will be like, "Oh, let's give this push," and then all of a sudden you'll see the thing flashing on your screen. There, be like 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, and then there'll be like later it'll
Yeah.
say you had like 90 people that watched you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that on one and I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. YouTube's funny. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Now we know everything's working, and
Perfect.
I've fucked
Well,
up your
we're all
show
going.
from the very start. We can.
Oh, that's perfect. That's it's. I mean, you're the only viewers, so I mean, I guess at this point. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So you watched it when it first came out. Did you love it?
I did
Like
bet
when it first?
when I was a kid, big time. When I was a kid at
Yeah.
that time too, I was a WWF or WWE. It was
Oh,
still WWF fans then. So
yeah.
Jesse's body, he was the commentary guy
Oh,
on
perfect.
and so they were pushing it big time. Like I'm the real star. All that, like it was huge. So I mean, so between that and like yeah, no, I loved it right from the start.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, me too. This is like the second movie that I ever really like fell in love with as a kid. Well, there's three. There was the 1989 Batman, uh, Aliens, and this. Those
Oh
are
yeah.
like the three movies that my parents couldn't get me away from. Like if I was
Oh yeah.
watching something, it was this at like 3 years old or something like that.
Hmm.
And I like I'd be the one bringing it over to all the fucking sleepovers and like to my friends' birthdays at way too young of an age, and the parents would be like, "Oh, nope, not that one." They all knew what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was raised in a way that my parents didn't care what I
Fair
watched as
enough.
long as there wasn't like hardcore nudity in it or sex scenes. Then my
Mm.
parents were like, "Oh, whatever. It's just some violence." And
It's
oh
just,
god, is there some great violence in this movie?
that's right. Yeah, there's definitely some great violence in this movie.
Yeah,
Some
yeah. Great deaths.
great deaths. Yeah, and like the effects are pretty solid. Like you like the skinned soldiers hanging from the trees upside down and
Oh,
stuff. It's
absolutely.
like there's just like
A lot of great practical effects,
yeah, big time. Yeah.
right?
Um,
And just the piles of skin when you see them too. It's just like, oh
mhm.
my god, that's literally what it is. It's just a pile of skin.
The one
It's
thing
just
that
like
about
fucking
this one thing about this movie that I've learned to like more than I did probably was the all the footage they show you through the aliens, you know,
yeah, but yeah.
POV or whatever. I
It's a
remember
little
that.
confusing.
Yeah, I remember it sort of annoyed me a bit. I think when I was a kid watching this movie the very first time, but I mean I've
Yeah,
come to accept how it all sort of works. But
yeah, like that's the tracking and all that,
mhm.
and a lot of it was like because I love the twist kind of in the middle of this movie where it's like, oh, it's not just them being a bunch of badasses in the jungle. There's something else going on here,
Yeah, that's one of the things I like
and
about this movie. You almost forget it's a Predator movie at the beginning because
yeah,
they get
absolutely,
so good. They the plot into the story of them going to save
yeah,
potential
save
some
these
fucking
guys.
some politician, but that's bullshit. Blah blah blah. And they get in there. You forget it's even a Predator movie, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah,
Then it starts, and I think that's a great like complete
Billy's
change up
tripping.
in a movie, and
Billy's been acting squirrely all day.
right. I like well, apparently that's why the movie opens up with the spaceship like shooting a pod.
Hmm.
And this is I don't know if this is hearsay or something I've heard on other things. So if I'm repeating something that's wrong, tell me in the comments later, please. But no, yeah, from what I've heard, is they added that shot to kind of like remind people that there's an alien, like it's an alien movie, like there's
Uh huh.
something else going on, and
Hmm.
that's why they also like had to do more shots of the aliens' predator vision and stuff to kind of remind people that
Hmm.
because because like you I forget every time almost. If I didn't know this movie so well, it's just like, yeah, this is a great action movie. And then it's like, oh yeah, this is a great fucking alien action movie.
I remember lots of times thinking when they're showing you the POV through the Predator's line of vision or whatever. I always
Yeah.
remember thinking, and even tonight I was thinking, he's at a disadvantage. It seems
Right
like
with that
it seems
vision?
like he can't see as good. I mean, he sees thermal or whatever, but I mean everything
Yeah.
else is just a big fucking
Yeah,
blur
big
basically.
blur.
Hmm.
Well, it's funny
That's one thing
because
about that I didn't
what they
understand from.
actually what they actually did do because they used real thermal imaging, but it doesn't come out like that. It's just different shades of like white and grays.
Hmm. Yeah,
So they actually went in
back then it
back
would have been,
then.
yeah. Although it was
Yeah,
probably
so
still pretty odd.
so what they had to do is they actually went in and color coded and like
Hmm.
changed all of that to make it seem so kind of understood it more. So they put all those bright colors into it and all
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
because that's just not what it looked like back then at all.
Yeah, it would have been like,
So that's a cool little effect,
uh,
just that they did that added to it. But yeah, no, it does look like a disadvantage, and again, maybe they don't really use their eyes that much.
well,
Like maybe that's
in
why they,
this movie at the end, well, I don't know if we should
yeah,
jump there, but I'll jump there just for a second. The fucking Predator's like, okay, it seems like he's had enough. He fucking takes his helmet
Yeah.
off and shit, and he's
Well,
like,
he's
okay,
when they do the
let's,
stand when they do the
yeah,
standoff,
let's
it's
fucking do
like
this, blah
okay,
blah blah. And then his eyesight's still fucked. It
it's even
seems
worse.
it's even worse. It
It's,
seems like, yeah.
it's way worse, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the confusing thing. And the other thing is that all of their technology, and this is something that Hack the Movies, I'll say it right now, Hack the Movies brought up, and I absolutely agree. So I'm gonna somewhat repeat it, and I'm gonna give you guys the credit though, because this is not my topic that you guys brought up, but it's really smart. The very famous Tony from Hack the Movies, you're gonna get some credit there. But no,
Excuse me, sorry.
the wristband and everything, everything's in red.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like the with the wristband and like
Yeah,
all
the
their
the
when he
countdown
goes
is
to
in
turn,
red. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if all he sees is red, how the fuck does he read that? And again, maybe this is just how they see, and they've adapted to it in ways that we couldn't even imagine, and they have a
the
different actual scope.
That's what I was just gonna say. Maybe they did it that way almost on purpose because it's something we're not supposed to be able to.
To
That's
understand
exactly.
because they
And
are still an alien race, even though they're humanoid, kind of.
that's only what our eyes can see. Like maybe their eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah. Maybe they see on a whole different spectrum, but so
exactly.
that it
Yeah.
just makes it easier for what we can see. Yeah,
Mm.
there's a whole different ways you can go about that one.
Got to throw some imagination in there.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Suspend your disbelief
There you go.
is kind of is I believe the term for that.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Hey,
It was pretty
hey,
good though. It was cool. I've grown to it. I've adapted to Predator vision over the years for sure.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. There's so much great stuff to talk about. But before we get into the movie, I'm just gonna do one of my favorite stories about this, and it's usually in the more chaotic, uh, or in the more nerdy part of the show, which I'm still gonna try to keep bringing back. That I bring up all my nerdy stuff at the end, but this one's too good. This one is too good. Uh, do you know who originally played the Predator when they were filming? Who was actually
Oh,
like originally in the suit?
I have known. I don't remember, but I remember.
It,
Probably might have been you even. I remember somebody telling me once, and I was like surprised.
it was it was Jean Claude fucking Damme.
That's not who I thought it was. Really?
Yeah, it was,
Oh
it
wow.
was Jean Claude Van Damme that was in the Predator outfit, and he fucking hated it, and it was a whole different like style of suit too. Well, it only looks like a lobster because they were doing the. There's some shoots out there, and when I edit it, I'm gonna throw those clips in because they're super funny clips. Because it just looks like Van Damme running around in this big red lobster suit. But they were using red so they could add the effect of him being invisible. It wouldn't have looked like that in the movie at the final reveal, but
Mhm.
it's a really funny clip to see like that could have been our predator. But no, no,
Where
no.
wa-
And so
where
they,
where was he in his career? Was that after Bloodsport,
I think so. Yeah, 87. It must have been. It must
or
have
was
been.
he? Yeah, yeah. I can't remember when Bloodsport came out. Oh,
Like I think so.
so he's yeah. It's just because if him playing that part, you wouldn't see his face or anything. I'm assuming.
That was a big part of why he didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was probably in too
Uh,
clumsy of an outfit to show off any of his martial arts.
he's- no, exactly, and
Mm.
and probably too coked out at this time too.
Is that the story?
Oh well, he was very well known for just spending most of his budget, or like most of his thing, on just a giant thing of blow in his trailer, and he would just sit there and
Oh,
do
really? Oh,
cocaine and work out in lots of movies, like in lots of movies that he's done.
oh yeah.
The
I didn't.
Street Fighter movie is probably the worst one. That
Oh
like he's
yeah.
like I barely remember it, and he would just refuse to do sets if his muscles didn't look good enough. Refused to do shooting if his muscles didn't look good enough, and
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, he was a fucking monster on that set
I don't,
apparently.
I don't remember Street Fighter. I got a nerdy for you on this one too.
Yeah.
It's actually about Jesse the Body Ventura, and you might know this one. You probably know this one yourself, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyways, they had a thing going between who's got the biggest arms because
Yeah.
they're both big dudes. And
Oh,
anyways,
absolutely.
Arnold set up a trap with the like wardrobe crew or some shit, and he told them to tell Jesse that like an act shocked or whatever, like, wow, your arms are 2 inches bigger than Arnold's or whatever. And then so
Then
Arnold
have
was
Arnold walk out.
and then well no and then so
Oh,
they came to a bet. Anyways, they ended up having
oh yeah.
Arnold somehow came up with my arms are bigger than yours, and Jesse was like positive his arms were bigger because he had the inside scoop from the fucking
Yeah.
wardrobe crew or
Sure.
whatever. So they made some sort of bet. I don't remember what the bet was, and it was all a setup from the beginning because Arnold's arms were bigger than Jesse's
Oh,
arms.
absolutely.
But it was pretty
Well, I
close,
mean,
I think, actually. But
I wouldn't doubt that for a fact. It's not like Jesse's a small boy either. My lord, definitely not back then.
he was
Like,
still pretty big then. Yeah, he was fresh off
yeah.
of retirement from wrestling. He was still big, pretty
Oh yeah.
pretty big dude. But
And
I always thought that story was pretty funny.
and I just love that he's the one that has an MTV fucking wife beater on, like tank on, and it's just like like in the forest, like there's supposed to be these like commandos, like these mercenaries or commando types that only do like rescue missions, and they're like a specific team, and like yeah, he's just got this MTV fucking shirt on. I don't know. I just think that's the. Well, I mean,
Uh,
there's a few. He has some really good lines in this movie.
he had some good lines for sure, and some very
This,
nowadays especially questionable lines. Like his
oh,
almost his very
that
first line. It's
oh,
like
and that's
uh,
my favorite line out of it. It's definitely problematic nowadays, but I still think for that time it was one of the funniest things.
mm,
Just to have Jesse like it was because it's just like this airplane full of. I guess you know what we can start to actually talking about the movie a bit too here, and start with the beginning and all that because this is one I have no problem going over. I really enjoy it. Uh, so like the opening shot, I think it's just it so cool, and with that theme, that dun 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 dun
the
dun dun dun.
the opening
Uh,
scene with the pod launch, you mean, or once
oh
they're
no, no! Just after that, when
okay,
you
yeah, when
start,
they're
you see the pod launch, and then you see Arnold's chopper come in,
yeah,
and he's just like he's silhouetted. You don't really see him, so like he's like kind of a
smoking a big ass cigar.
cigar, right? And it
Mm,
lights up, and you can see his whole face. And I think that's such a good intro. But the theme music to it too, when you see him come in, I love that dun
mm.
dun dun dun, and like yeah, it's just such a good theme. I used it on my little uh preview for this that I put out earlier, like
Oh, nice.
20 minutes before the review. Yeah, yeah. I love the main theme. And I love just seeing him come in, him and his team, and they're just like all these badasses, but they're all still in their more casual wear and stuff. But it's just like Arnold's. Yeah, he's got this big red shirt on. Like I don't know. Like doesn't he have like white cat, like white? Like he looks like he just came off from being like in Florida or something too. Like
Well, he's got the red for sure. I don't remember
yeah,
white anything, but
I think he had white pants.
could
Like just
be.
these like long white pants. That you're just like what? But and I think, well, yeah, okay, it is the '80s
It's
too. It's clearly
Miami
the
Vice.
'80s,
Yeah, he
right?
was like.
It kind of had that vibe to me.
Mm, I didn't notice that.
And the,
I did notice the red
uh,
shirt, but
yeah, right. And yeah, and then you get to meet Carl Weathers. No, you don't meet Carl Weathers yet. First, you just hear the setup that I think
you meet the general,
some
his
yeah,
old
the
general
general.
first. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, his old
you're
general first.
you're looking good, Duke,
Yeah,
or
yeah. No,
Duke.
he's Duke.
He's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Duke.
Dutch.
Dutch.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
it. Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dutch. Yeah, and yeah, he's just such a badass right off the beginning, And then he's just sitting there, standing there, smoking a cigar, while the generals tell him all of this. And he's like, "Well, at the end, you figure out that some chopper went down, and so Russians were taking kept some high CEO, high high value targets or something like that. So they had to go down and rescue these guys.
Mm.
And that another team had already went, and they have lost contact with that team. I believe. Do they
No,
learn that? No, I don't
no,
know. I don't
no,
actually don't
no.
know.
They don't. They don't tell them that at at all. That there is another team.
No, no, they learn that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. They learn that once they get down there.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And it was
and
some sort of politician and or whatever that they were supposed to be rescuing too.
yeah, and they got taken down by gorillas in the jungle
Hmm.
and are
They don't.
being held captive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they even know any of the other connections. They just think it's just a
Yeah, they don't know nothing
this.
about Russians or nothing about other
Yeah, no,
Americans or anything yet. Maybe Carl
yeah,
Weathers does. I don't remember him for sure,
yeah,
but
yeah. I believe he's because he sets them all up in that sense. He's because then yeah, when he's talking to the general, he goes like, "And well, why am I here?" Well, because this isn't what I do, kind of thing, or something like that. And then Carl Weathers comes out and says like, uh, "Because some damn fool told you were the told him you were the best."
that's
He
right. Yeah.
goes walking out, and then they do probably like the manliest thing in the world, and like all guys do it. All guys do it. We just arm wrestle in the middle of the fucking in
Yeah, I
the
forgot about
mid
all that.
air arm wrestle. I
Yeah.
mean, like if you want to, and I bet you just Ventura is like, why couldn't I be in that damn scene? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, because it's literally just these two flexing on each other so hard. And Carl Weathers was still pretty big at that time too. Like
Oh, he
he
was
wasn't a
ripped.
small
Yeah.
guy either.
No,
Yeah, like he
he
was in
was
great
ripped.
shape.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but when you put it up against Arnold fights, nothing is gonna look
Hmm.
because this and Arnold's pretty young in this at this point too, and I
Yeah,
think this is like
that's one of the things I
just after
remembered watching
Commando.
it the most. I noticed right off the bat was like, holy fuck, Arnold's young. Like
Yeah,
he's young in this
yeah.
movie. He's a
I
baby
think it was like
face.
just after Commando, or like one of his second. This is one of his like second big movies. Maybe Terminator he had
Yeah.
done.
We're in then when did then Conan was in there somewhere too.
Oh yeah, Conan was one of his very first, I believe.
Conan and Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah,
Conan the Destroyer.
yeah, yeah. I liked Conan the Barbarian, but
As a huge Conan fan, I loved them both when I was a kid, but
yeah,
I haven't watched them for so long now. I don't remember.
yeah. There was just a bit of it wasn't quite as violent and dark after.
The Destroyer.
Yeah,
Just, anyways,
but it's still great stories.
that's a different movie.
That's another Arnold movie for another
Yeah,
time.
there you go. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. After the most manly fucking handshake in the world, they end up bullshitting, and Dutch takes the job.
Hmm.
They end up taking the job, and then does it cut straight to the helicopter?
Pretty much, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it cuts straight to the helicopter.
Hmm.
Which this has some of my like this is locker talk. You know what I mean? But with a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
military
they got the
commanders
tunes
and
playing on
mercenaries.
a ghetto blaster in the helicopter. They're fucking flying
They're
in.
flying away.
Dudes are
Yeah, and this is where
prepping.
you
Everybody's
yeah, this is where you get more kind of introduced to like to the whole crowd and what roles they kind of play.
totally. Yeah.
Like Billy's kind of sitting in the back silently. He's
He's
not
painting his
really
face.
painting his face. Yeah, he's
Hmm.
sitting there. Oh yeah, no, it's Duke or the other photo negative of Arnold character. The other black character. It's a weird uh but played by Bill Duke and he's great, but he's just sitting in the back shaving like the whole time because he
He
just loves to shave all the time.
he's a great character in this movie.
Oh yeah, he's just like that. Like he's so dark, and then he breaks, which is so great. But he's just
Hmm.
kind of like a dark, silent guy. Like this doesn't really say much, and it's just like almost the ultimate badass out of all of them. Just in his
Hmm.
personality, I find.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. He's like
Right?
all business.
Yeah, like one of the if there's a western, he'd be the guy just sitting at the back of the bar, just quietly, nothing. But nobody fucked with him. Nobody
with
went near him.
with his shotgun under the table, ready to.
Yeah, abs- absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, you can see Bailey. He's putting on his paint. Duke's shaving in the back, and
There was a couple of them painting up. Actually, I can't remember.
yeah. I guess Poncho was painting
Oh,
up
I think
too,
so too. Yeah.
and I think Hawkins too. And Hawkins is sitting there reading a magazine or like a Mad magazine or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah, he had a. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and he's just sitting there, and then this is where you get the first of the vagina jokes, which he
Oh yeah.
wrote these jokes too. Shane Black, the guy who's playing Hawkins, he got brought in to help touch up the script and make the dialogue in a bit like a bit more natural. And these are two of the ones that he absolutely came up with.
Oh yeah.
uh, and yeah, and he actually ended up getting to be a character in it because they're like, oh, we could use another kill. Perfect. We'll put him in.
Hmm.
So he actually lucked out pretty good, and I really liked his character in this. Why the fuck did you fuck up the Predator so bad? No, Shane Black's good in this movie. Shane Black's good in this movie. Okay, we'll get back because he wrote and directed. Well, I don't think he fully wrote, but I think he like co-wrote and directed the Predator, and it's. I mean, it's not. It's not. It's different. It's different. 'Cause
I'm, pro-
this
I'm
one is,
I probably watched it. I just don't remember it
and that makes sense.
because I don't.
This one
It's just like
this one takes
Aliens
itself
and
pretty
Predator. I've been
seriously.
watching them all. I don't know if I've watched all the Alien versus Predators or not though. But
There's only two. There's only
is there
two
two?
that are out.
Okay, well I've seen one,
Yeah.
probably the first one for sure. I don't remember it, and I don't know if I saw the second one.
Uh, I, the second one, I Warrior. I don't know what the fuck they did, but the color grade in it or whatever, it's a super dark movie. Like it's really hard to see.
Oh
So I
yeah,
always like have to turn up my. I have to change the settings on my TV and stuff
that,
going on because when you
that's one.
see what's going on,
That's
it's
one of
really
my.
cool.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves watching movies is when they do that.
Yeah. It was really hard in the theater. I went and saw it in the theater, and I was like, I wish I could see what's happening. It sounds cool.
It's how. Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. So that's what. But like now that I've rewatched it, and I've learned, that's and like everybody says that. It's not just me. It's like everybody, and they haven't changed it for any of the DVD
Mm.
releases either. So it's like, what are you doing? Just fucking
Just,
just do
just,
it, and it'll take a day's pay for
just fix
somebody.
it for us. A day's pay. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be one guy that color codes the whole thing because it's like at this point you would just have to brighten it, but just naturally, maybe a couple days. I don't really know the whole process, but
Oh fuck!
Jesus Christ, you have the money for
With
it.
all the fucking digital filtering and shit they can do
Well,
nowadays,
yeah, that
he's
too.
just pushing buttons and filtering and picking the best one.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, that one looks pretty good.
yeah,
There we go, winner.
yeah, exactly. And then the other like the other part of his day is just sitting there while it processes,
That's right. Yeah.
making sure it actually does that right. But there's not really much to do on that. You're right. It's not like the old days when they'd actually have to go in and like color in things and
Yeah.
on film and like yeah actually
There
change
was
it. I have to like
there was a couple
photochemically
of
change it.
there was a couple of spots in this movie where it was POV predator view where I actually thought it looked like animation, but I'm also running on this new monitor now, and I don't know if that's
Oh
making a
yeah,
difference as well. Because
oh yeah. Probably everything seems a little bit more high def. I bet.
well, yeah, I'm running. It's 1080p, but it's 120 hertz.
Yeah,
So I don't know if that makes
yeah.
a difference when you're watching fucking movies too, or what. But I noticed that tonight. There was a couple of spots where the predator vision almost looked like it was animated to me.
Well, that like I was saying, they actually did go in and color correct all
Hmm.
that stuff. So
This
so
looks
that
like
might be what's showing up more like all the because they even had to like outline stuff
oh yeah,
and like draw over the whole thing pretty much.
oh yeah, yeah.
So that's probably I don't know if they actually drew over, but at this point it's 87. They had some kind of photochemical way of doing it. But yeah,
Hmm.
either way, that probably had a big influence on why it looks like that now on higher end TVs or monitors.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't even know. Like, does Disney run? What's the refresh rate? Well, I don't know. Fuck, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
I'm
Doesn't fucking matter.
uh
But it's
right.
very clear compared to my
Yeah.
old TV or whatever.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Probably a lot crisper.
Oh, it's unreal. But anyways,
Absolutely. Yeah, so but yeah, we're getting introduced. Oh yeah, Hawkins' first vagina joke, and
oh
it's
yeah, there you go.
hey Billy, hey Billy. I was going to my, I was, I was talking to my wife the other day, and I went, Cheesy got a big pussy. I was going down on my wife the other night, and I go, Cheesy got a big pussy. Cheesy got a big pussy. She goes, why did you say it twice? And I go, I didn't.
That was the second joke,
You know,
actually.
oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Well, oh, the first. Oh, the first one is. Yeah, I now I remember. It's like. Yeah, that was the second one. God, I always get these ones confused.
That's the one
The
that
first one
actually. That's
is.
the one that actually
That's the one that Billy actually
makes him
actually
laugh.
gets
Yeah.
him to laugh.
Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah. No, the first one is. Yeah, I was talking to my wife the other night. I was like, you know what? I would like a little pussy. My wife looked back at me and
That's
went,
right. Yeah.
yeah, me too. Mine's as big as a house.
That's right. Yeah. That's the first one.
That's the first one.
uh,
Yeah. And Billy just looks at him in like disdain almost, just like,
yeah.
as he's smutting up, he's just kind of
You
like,
see no expression change in his face at
no,
all.
no,
Just
nothing,
mm,
nothing. He's just like, like nothing. And and then there's Poncho and what's his name? Ventura. Yeah, are kind of giving each other shit
mhm.
a little bit, and this is where Jesse Ventura's famous line, and I can edit this one. So, well, actually, I'm not going to say the whole part. I'm just going to go. Anyways, it's a great line. It's a
It's
great line.
yeah.
It's problematic,
I forgot all about
but
it. It caught me off guard a little bit when I was watching tonight.
right, because the
Mhm.
first part about it is probably the best, anyways. Where he's putting in some big dips of chewing tobacco, and trying to offer it around to everybody, and well, he's just got this huge fucking gobbin. And then all and Boxer goes, "No, get that shit away from me, you fuck!" And he goes to offer it to Billy, and Billy waves it off too. And Jesse Ventura goes, "There's a bunch of slack-jawed f words around here. This shit will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me."
Mhm. You're all
And the sexual tyrannosaurus line is probably my
slack jawed cigarettes.
yeah. It'll make you a bunch of slack-jawed cigarettes around here. Here's just a bunch of slack-jawed cigarettes around here.
Mhm.
And and then he kind of finishes it all off by well, it kind of cuts, but then next the most next memorable scene for me is when he spits on Carl Weathers' shoe, just to like he kind of lets everybody know that he's not really that welcome with these guys. They already don't trust him
Mhm.
around Dutch's team, but because Dutch trusts them, they're working with them. But
Mhm.
he kind of puts that out here, and Carl Weathers just kind of that's a nasty habit you got there.
That's right. Yeah.
And to say to get Ventura's face, I mean, again, Weathers was in great. They were all in great shape in this movie.
Mhm.
They're like it was pretty much just get like all the biggest dudes you can and throw them in the jungle together, and it's great. The team dynamic I think works out really well, and like little things that come out just by their acting and stuff. You get to know a little bit more about them without having somebody sit there and explain it to you.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, Mac, that's his name. Uh, Bill Duke's character, his name is Mac.
Mac. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's his name. Okay, sorry, I can just lost it. I just had to get back to that. Yeah.
Are you watching it in the background?
Oh no,
Oh.
no. My wife's watching Thousand Pound Sisters.
Oh, I can't make it out. I can just hear something faint way off in the distance.
No, no. I just couldn't.
It's not intrusive by any means.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah. So you get this great, this great scene. I love it where they're just, it's locker talk between a bunch of these like badass soldiers that are still throwing out all that toxic masculinity that people like to talk about or whatever. That it's whatever. It's fucking. It's a great scene. I think it's hilarious, and it really kind of sets you up to get to know the team a little bit more.
Hmm.
Yeah. Did I miss anything? Is there anything you wanted to talk about in that scene, or?
No, no, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, and then I do like that they actually got people to jump out, like to drop out of the helicopters.
Yeah, zip line. Yeah.
Yeah, zip line down.
Hmm.
Like again, they use as much practical effects and stuff like that as they could, and those practical effects in this are again amazing.
Oh, they were
Like
great. Yeah,
another
especially
one.
that scene. That's one of the scenes that would stand out to me. Actually, is them ziplining down that fucking
Yeah,
in the jungle there
down
or
off the
whatever.
helicopter.
Hmm. That was pretty.
Yeah, it's super well shot, and it kind of brings you into the, like, oh yeah, we're going from this like captive tight surrounded aircraft to dropping into this jungle that also feels just as like claustrophobic almost because it's another like kind of like tight in arrow even though it's way more open it still feels like oh no, it kind of they have kind of like a claustrophobic feel with the jungle. I find in this movie in a good way.
Mm,
Like it feels like it's got a life of its own, and it's kind of well, and it does in a sense with what's running around stalking them
it's
invisibly.
thick jungle. Yeah.
Yeah, uh, yeah. So they drop in, and I love like all these guys, but they're oh yeah, and then you see them. They go and scout it out, right? I'm pretty sure first, and then they do their whole load up.
They find the helicopter hanging upside down in the tree.
Yeah, that's it. And
Hmm.
and then they
Couple,
find the dog tag.
yeah, the couple of them crawl up there, and both pilots have been shot in the head.
Yeah,
And
and
then they find a dog tag from somebody. Yeah, and
yeah, and then
it's
yeah, that's when there's the bodies hanging up in it, right? Yeah,
mhm. Yeah. Then they
yeah,
find the bodies. Yep, and I
yeah,
think
yeah, and that's when they find the
that's where
dog
the dog
tag.
tag comes in. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a pile of pretty much skin underneath,
Hmm.
and then and Dutch figures out that it was a Hopper, Jim Hopper, so like another military group that he knew,
Hmm.
and that's one thing you feel the suspicion, this tension between him and well, he goes like, "What the hell was he doing here?" And you
Hmm.
see him kind of piecing things together before really knowing what's the kind of reveal that comes out in a few here.
At that point, there,
Uh,
Carl Weathers. What's the hell's his name again in the show?
uh,
It doesn't matter. Anyways, Carl
damn it,
Weathers is
yeah.
like he's acting like he has no
Oh,
idea.
he's denying it. Yeah,
Yep.
he's
But
completely denying all of it.
I remember his acting was so strong there. Thinking while I was watching it
I
that like
believed it.
I believed it too. Yeah, it was like he
Absolutely.
made you believe like he had no fucking clue, and he did it very well. I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then and yeah, no. Once they kind of cut that reveal, it's like, oh Jesus. Yeah, no. I was even more confused because he actually did act that out so well
He acted it out great.
later
Yeah,
on.
like great,
Yeah,
really good. But
yeah. No, no. It was one of those scenes where like you start seeing the tension, but it's kind of alleviated because he's saying, hey, I had no idea. What the hell? What were they doing down here?
mm-hmm.
Uh, and then I believe they find the campground, like the compound, the
Yeah,
gorilla compound.
yeah,
Yeah, and they scout it and they watch. Well, I think Billy helps with tracking. You kind of learn that he's kind of a tracker.
yeah.
I believe he goes, oh,
Big
there's like
time.
this.
He's like
Yeah,
that's his first sign when there's American boot prints here.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's what. Yeah,
there's 12 gorillas and blah blah blah, and two
and they're
prisoners and six American six
Yeah,
six crew of American
and,
soldiers.
and they were shooting over here, and these guys were shooting over here. But then it looks like that they were all shooting out towards the jungle.
Had nothing to do with it.
Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. Like, but it doesn't make any sense to me,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That's.
Yeah, and that's when they bring out his tracker moment when they find the bodies and all this. Yes,
Mhm.
thank you. Because he, I mean, it's a little like a Hollywood version of a tracker, but I still think it's like, oh, that's badass. Well,
Yeah.
like, and it's one of the first things Billy's really said in this movie. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much, I think. Yeah. It might even be the first thing.
Yeah, I think. Did you know he was actually like a really rough guy in real life, and he would get very drunk, and like they had to hire bodyguards not to protect him, but to protect like everybody else from him.
Wow.
On set and after set, like not so much on set, but like after set, he'd go out and get drinking, and like he'd
Oh
have to
yeah.
have bodyguards to like stop him from getting in fights, so he
Wow.
could do the shots. Yeah, I was like, I would not want him coming after me. Like that would be a terrifying sight.
So was this a one-off movie? Was this a one-off movie for the guy then too,
I
or
I think so. I think he might have done a couple others throughout his life, but I don't. I think it might have been a one-off.
oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember him from any other movie.
Yeah, so they do the tracking, then they find the compound, and then they witness one of the hostages, or the
One of the
last hostage gets shot.
yeah. They don't know it's the last
I
one at that
think,
point though.
yeah, yeah, no, no,
Mhm.
no, but they witness one just getting shot in the head, and they go, "Oh fuck!" It's like, okay, so we got to go, and then they get the great loading montage
That's when you hear the
where,
Russian
they're
speaking.
gearing up.
You hear the Russian
Yeah,
language at that point too.
yeah. You're Russian. Like, what the fuck are the Russians doing here? I,
Mhm.
I think, I think Duke says that Dutch says that at this moment. Like, what are the Russians? Or I think it's very like there's not a lot of dialogue. A lot of it's kind of
Mhm.
signals and stuff like that for a little bit throughout this. So I don't really remember when all the dialogue happens. I didn't actually have time to watch it before, but I know so much about this damn movie that I watched it last week and twice this week just because I love this movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't write any notes down
I
because
didn't either
I'm
for this
smart
one.
like that. No,
But
uh,
this one, I mean, this one's a lot. It's an action movie. There's a lot of just it's
yeah,
just action. So how
but
much is
yeah.
there to write down? Like,
Yeah, no, exactly. It's more or less the behind the scenes stuff that I thought were cool, and I have that stuff memorized too,
mm,
because I always bring it up when people bring up this movie. Like, oh, did you know the first Predator was Jean Claude Van Damme? And people are like, you're talking about the wrong movie. I'm like, no, I'm actually not.
mm, that's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, so they find the compound. They look at it, like they said, they witness all that, and then yeah, we get the loading up montage. I'm pretty sure with Jesse Ventura. That's what he pulls out. What does he call it again? Fuck, I forget what he calls.
Oh, what he
Old
calls is
Painless.
yeah, something like
I think
that.
it's
Yep.
old Painless or something
Mhm.
like that. Yeah, pulls her out, and you just see like he just fucking whips up this minigun, and you're like, well, that's I and they're supposed to be like a rescue squad, but like you'd think they'd try and they're like trying to portray themselves like being kind of stealthy through the jungle. I cannot see any which way that Jesse Ventura is walking stealthily with this thing strapped to his fucking body,
This 200-pound fucking
gun on his
yeah,
fucking 280-pound frame. Like,
mhm. Big steel. Yeah,
yeah,
big, 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 big,
yeah,
big trailer
yeah.
stuff. That's
And then,
trailers. That's all trailer shit.
oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Those are like were the absolute trailer shots. Him loading
Mhm.
that thing up and yeah, and just so everybody's aware, the term minigun is funny. It's like a joke because it's a miniature version of like an even bigger gun, and these ones are supposed to be the one that Jesse Ventura is walking on. It's supposed to be mounted onto the side of a helicopter, and that's you know
uh-huh.
that's how you shoot the damn thing.
Mhm. It's a bigger version than Rambo's.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Because Rambo had a minigun too in First Blood.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
remember. Probably
No, I
in
think
a
it was
bunch of.
Rambo.
Was it
I
Rambo?
think it
Yeah,
was in Rambo. Yeah.
but it wasn't as big as this one.
No.
His was only supposed to be mounted on a fucking Jeep or something. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
not
No,
a
this not a
not
helicopter.
a helicopter. Yeah.
This this thing's huge. But yeah, and then I love Arnold's like how they breached the compound or whatever. Arnold's super slick move and
Hmm.
super stealthy move of sliding down the mountain. Like none of these characters have any peripheral vision at all. One way, that's all they see.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's classic action movie shit, but I mean, like, this is Arnold sliding down a mountainside face first, like army crawling, but he's pretty much just sliding down it. Like not very stealthy. Like on the side of this little bank, all these leaves and shit are going everywhere. And but then he does. They have this truck running to power something or whatever.
Yeah, it's on a
So like
conveyor
they have the
belt,
wheels off.
running conveyor belts or whatever off the rear wheels.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And he throws a bunch of C4s into the back, and then still without the guys beside him noticing, he lifts the back of the fucking truck up and pushes it and like off of the logs it's on, which they go rolling,
Hmm.
still like right beside these fucking guys. There's logs rolling that they should see. They should absolutely, but no, no, because it's fucking Arnold. And but if he's gonna do it, he does it. And he lifts the truck and just kind of throws it, and it goes barreling down and boom, blows up. And then
Hmm.
then you get like one of the most classic 80s style shootout fights where it's really just a bunch of guys, shots of them firing their guns, and then
Shooting fucking
snapshots
grenades and
and
yeah,
grenades, and then cutting to the next shot where somebody's getting hit by the bullets and but like
guys on fire flying through the air into the
flying
water
off.
and fucking yeah, all the.
Yeah, classic, like all the big explosions and like
Hmm.
so many squibs, like because everybody's getting hit by like 80 bullets. You see Jesse Ventura just light a couple people up, like
Hmm.
like, and yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
get to see like kind of all their weapon choices and stuff, and like you see that Poncho is their grenade expert. Like he loves his fucking grenade launcher.
he's launching grenades. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Shit,
I would take him as like kind of the demolitions guy.
I need 30 seconds.
Ventura is just like a oh, you got it.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
I
All
had to
right.
shut. I
Gotta
had
make sure they weren't getting out.
yeah. It's time for
Time to
lockdown.
lock her.
Time to
You're in
lock down
lockdown.
Bila.
Welcome to 2020.
So
No.
yeah, he cuts the conveyor belt, and yeah, they don't notice that either. And he pushes the fucking truck
Yeah.
off the logs, and it goes down and crashes, blows up, and then all hell fires, breaks loose. They're fucking blowing the shit out of everything. There's fucking grenades and bullets and guys dying and stuff. And then
And
they find the
there's some
girl.
of my favorite. Yeah, yeah. They find the girl, and this is right in one of my favorite scenes where one of my favorite one-liners out of this. There's a couple of my favorite lines in this movie, and one of them is from Arnold, and I use it all the time in videos, and it's when Arnold whips this machete and it sticks this guy into a wall
Oh
or into
yeah,
like a
yeah.
beam, and he goes, "Stick around." It's just it's just so quintessential, like just so classic 80s. And like
It
that
totally yeah.
action movie, the
There's
one
that
liner, and Arnold.
more trailer clips too. Like
Oh, absolutely! Like
mm.
that was just thrown right in there.
Stick around.
Ground. And I use it all the time. It's one of my favorites. And that's another reason, just that line itself. And it has nothing to even do with the Predator yet. And just that line itself makes this like one of my absolute all-time favorite movies,
Hmm.
and one of my favorite Arnold movies too.
Hmm. There's a big knife too, bigger than
Yeah,
Rambo's.
way bigger, way bigger. It's like the blade on that thing was like the size of my fucking
It
forearm.
was like a short sword almost. Yeah, it was like
Yeah, yeah. And it just throws it like no, like makes it look like it's a fucking butter knife or something. Sticks it right through the guy's chest. It's
yeah,
great. It's
sticks him
good.
right to the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, stuck around. And yeah, it's right around then that they find the girl.
Yeah, right in there they find the girl. Yeah,
Yeah, and she's like the only hostage left. I'm pretty sure,
she's the
especially
only.
after the
I think she's the only living person left that we know of.
person. Yeah, from the entire movie. And then this does Arnold knock her out right away in this one, or does she get knocked out? I can't remember because for a
No,
while she's out.
Arnold never
No,
touches her in this movie.
no, no.
Um, I can't remember which dude it was
Uh,
that finds her, and then Carl Weathers wants to keep her and bring her back.
yeah,
She's your
yeah,
baggage.
yeah, yeah. She could tell us what happened here and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
'Cause- and then that's when our I think it's right around that scene that also that Arnold puts everything together. That this was an actual political assassination. They were
Hmm.
coming here. And he confronts Carl Weathers about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like it's kind of like
Well,
after the action
that's right. There's
settled.
where Carl Weathers finds they finding all of this paperwork, and that's when he's
Yeah,
like, "This is it.
he's like, this
This
is the
is it.
jackpot. This is
This is
it.
the
This is
jackpot."
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This paper is the most important stuff in the world that's scattered all over the fucking jungle.
right. They're covered in blood and like most of it's burnt up probably at that point. Like there was I loved the amount of explosions they did in this movie. Like again, practical explosions. It's like they blew everything up they could.
Uh-huh.
Definitely in this compound. Like this compound scene was just it. And I think at some point it cuts back to there is still some fighting going around on the outside, and it cuts to another one of my favorite one-liners, and it's from Jesse Ventura, and it's when Poncho comes up to him. And he goes, "You're," and they're kind of at this bank, and there's a couple of them above them or something shooting at them. So they're below this bank, kind of sitting there, almost like in a trench. It kind of feels like, at least. And Poncho goes, "Hey man, you're bleeding." And Jesse Ventura goes, "I ain't got time to bleed." Then Poncho fires off like two or three grenades, and then moves to the other side of the bank and goes, "Ah, but you got time to duck?" And then it all blows up, and then you hear the firing kind of stops back there, and everything blows up, and you see Poncho just give this like the best little smirk to him, like hey. Like even he gets a one line. Like he was even stoked that he got a one liner.
Hmm.
Yeah, but do you have time to duck? Just boom! That shows like some great camaraderie between the team.
You see Jesse jump out of the way with his big ass minigun.
Yeah, right. Like, whoop.
Gets in behind the bank or whatever.
Yeah, and he's holding this thing like this back there. Like, what are you gonna do in that situation if they come over the bank? Like, like
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
up
like
on the
yes, you have
ridge.
to just lay back. Yeah,
They're up on the ridge.
yeah. So yeah, this is one of my favorite all-time '80s action scenes. It's just fun, like fun. I mean, I'm not like I am more of a fan nowadays because they're out in more like kinetic feeling action scenes like John Wick and stuff like that, where you kind of see and know what's happening more. If they're not quick shots to the like one thing happens and then response, one thing happens then a response
Hmm.
shots. So like it's more every scene at once, more longer one takes and stuff like that. But because of the one-liners and all that, it's still one of my favorite.
The fight scene music at this part
Yeah.
was very 80s though.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that was one thing I noticed tonight. It was like
This whole thing is pretty synth heavy. Like not not overly done so much, but this one was.
That wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad. It was
Yeah,
just it was the
but it was
times.
definitely 80s, right?
It was just it's a signal of the when this movie was made. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
sign of the times.
And I think after this is when we get one of the first. Well, like they have the discussion about keeping the girl,
Hmm.
and then outside yeah, outside. This is when what's his face tells the second joke, and you get the predator vision.
Hmm.
The predator's up and he's
Oh, that's right.
watching,
Yep.
and it's kind of after all this shooting stops. What's his face? Hawkins runs up to Billy and tells the second vagina joke. That's it. Yeah, yeah, the one that. Cheesy got a big pussy. Cheesy got a big pussy. Why'd you say it twice? I didn't. Uh,
And
that one actually gets Billy to laugh,
Billy
and
breaks
I
out
do
in
this laugh,
loud.
loud, boisterous laughter, and
Yeah.
I do this laugh all the time, and I know that's what I'm like. I don't even mean to do it, but I know that's what I'm referencing, and like that's what I to myself sound like, just that. But like,
Mhm.
and it's just like such a ridiculous laugh. But then you see the predator like record it,
Mhm.
and you get to see kind of some of the technology, and it reminds you at this point that oh yeah, there's something else out there, like because
Yep.
none of this stuff explains what happened to those. Why did they get skinned? I mean, sure, you could have put it up to just gorillas being fucking vicious. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And but it turns but yeah then they figure out turns out it's like a Russian thing and it was a way more of a political battle and they were actually sent down there to wipe these people out more or less.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, and then they I guess they plan on leaving at this point, right? They start going to their
Yeah. They got the girl and they're trekking.
yeah
The helicopters won't come and get them because they're too deep in. So they've got to go
yeah
like
yeah
12 miles or some fucking thing to. They got to trek
to get picked up.
to get to a lift
Yeah,
point. Yeah. So they're trucking through the wilderness. Yeah. At this point, the girl's not happy. She's trying to get away. She clubs the
yeah,
one guy with a
yeah.
stick and shit.
Oh yeah, and is that when she clubs the guy with the stick and then she breaks away and then
Hmm.
Hawkins chases after her?
Hmm.
And
And
is this when we get the first predator kill?
the first predator kill. Yeah. It covers
Yeah,
the girl Anna, I think her name was, or Annie,
yeah,
or
Anna and a bunch of blood.
she has a
She gets
bloodbath
just just like a bucket thrown on her,
like Carrie,
and yeah,
like a scene from
yeah.
Carrie.
So it looks like and like all of his equipment's gone, everything's gone.
Oh, his equipment and
I'm
stuff's
pretty sure.
still there
Oh
because
yeah,
that's one of
oh
the
yeah,
things
that's
that
it.
they come they're like, what the fuck? Where did he go? But
Yeah,
all his stuff's here. His
yeah,
guns are
that's it.
there.
And
Like
then
everything. All of his stuff was
the
left behind.
and he was like the radio guy, I believe. Like he had like the radio on him. He carried because back then to have like you know that long of range radio systems or whatever, it wasn't like the telephones we have now. They had to
So
have like their own personal.
they weren't texting
You were
each other.
like yeah, exactly. I think that was kind of his because like yeah, he had like a pretty big backpack that like I think it looked like it had a radio on it. I can't remember
I
though.
can't remember. Yeah, but I remember them saying, "Why the fuck did all
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
equipment get left behind?"
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
actually one thing they like what the fuck like
So,
and when they're like how did you do this they're getting all mad like at her like what do you think this like 90-pound woman killed a fucking or like soldier
she's like in total
uh,
shock, though. She's like
shock yeah
fucking.
exactly
They
oh
can
yeah
tell
she
that she's
oh yeah and Poncho is a kind of a translator like because he can
yeah.
speak
There's talking speaking Spanish or whatever.
Spanish
Yeah.
yeah and he's trying to figure out like what happened here and she's like and he goes she's not making any sense, sir. She's saying that the jungle came alive and took him,
Uh huh.
and then it said something about like the devil, and then like and yeah, because in that scene you see it, or you only get I think you get to see his eyes glow and then his invisible form, and then it like cuts away to the blood splatter or something like that. I think we get to see like
I don't
the
remember
predator
if
itself,
I
and
don't
it's
remember if that's the eye glow
yeah,
spot or not yet,
yeah.
but you
No, no, that might be later.
but and, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, again, small details, great, like great killer. Like again, they built the suspense really well in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they quickly like switch gears. Like, oh yeah, you're watching some kind of alien thing, and then like like they immediately these guys that you just watch wipe out this whole compound, and not one of them gets hurt. One of them just boom disappeared, gone like
Just
that.
Jesse's body
So you
Ventura, but he don't got time to bleed.
yeah. He got hurt a little bit, but if he ain't got time to bleed, that doesn't
that's a
count. That doesn't
that's
count.
that's the only injury that we are aware of anywhere.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and where do they go from here? Do they?
Let's see. The predator drags that dude up into a tree, and then they
Oh
break out.
yeah,
They want the body. Arnold wants the body, so they all break apart. 50-yard
yeah. So they can
sweep
bring him
from
back.
whatever, and then what the fuck does happen from there on? Like,
Oh, is that when Ventura gets his scene?
yeah, probably. I think, yeah.
I think so. I think so. This is when you see his eyes glow from the tree.
Uh-huh.
I believe. Or no, or you just no, you just hear the cannon fire because Jesse's out there wandering, then looking.
Here's something in the
Yeah,
jungle. So he's ready to fucking
yeah,
rip this. He unlocks the safety from his minigun, and he's I can't remember what he says, and then it's like a fucking raccoon or something that comes out, and he's like, huh, and
yeah.
then he gets fucking blasted through the chest with this fucking
I love that kind of
big.
like fake out jump scare at because it's like oh it is just a raccoon, and then instantly you just hear the flat like the plasma rifle go off, which you don't know that's what it is at this point, but
Mhm.
then something just blows this giant fucking hole out of Jesse Ventura's goddamn stomach.
Right through his chest. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, right to the chest. Yeah, kind of
Mhm.
like yeah,
Big
and
hole.
just right through his body. Yeah,
He's dead.
and which is funny, just Jesse the body. You know,
I guess that's when is it
that's when
Mac? Mac
Mac
grabs the
finds his
minigun
body.
and Mac
Yeah,
grabs, and then Mac sees him too, and then you see the glowing eyes. That's right.
yes,
So Mac
that's
sees
it. Yeah,
Mac sees the eyes,
the
and then he's like, "Hell, fucking," and then the whole fucking
yeah, and he
thing.
just
They fucking
and
cut the fucking joint.
without even questioning, you know that you can tell that they all see Jesse Ventura's body, so they understand like okay, so we're finding here something's out there, but they don't. There's no communication. They'll just come in and just immediately start unloading into this forest for like
Mhm.
it is like a gratuitous amount of time, but I love it.
it's
Like, I'm not
it's
saying it's a bad thing, but it's like a 4 minute scene of them just unloading into this
pretty much,
forest,
yeah, yeah. The forest just
and
the
until
jungle just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
well, right, it's opening up and stuff, and like,
Trees are falling down.
and
They're like
oh yeah, they're
sawing
tearing that
shit in
place.
half.
That
Mhm.
oh, it's great. You literally see trees like splintering in half and shit.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of rounds.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much how the scene ends. Is
Mhm.
Max still holding the button, and you just see it, the barrel just whistling because it's got
Uh-huh.
no ammo, and it's smoking and whistling.
That's
Which
right. Yeah.
I really like a lot of the action shots are done super well in this movie too. Like
Mhm.
the filming of it, like just even though it's like just a slight angle on the minigun, but like just to catch that shot of like that. Okay, it's everyone's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Mhm.
Like
Now
and
this is when Mac is starting to turn.
yeah, Max starts to kind of lose it
Yeah, he's starting
because
to.
and and I think there's a scene a little earlier where you kind of get the impression that Mac and Jesse Ventura are like longtime friends.
Yeah, they're having whist. They're drinking. They pulled out the
Yeah,
Mac pulled out the flask, and they're having some shots together.
yeah,
And
yeah, and you kind of and this is when you figure out that oh this was like his best friend that just got fucking murdered beside
mhm.
him, and he's not like that. At least that's how I took it. because he's like calls out his character's name, not real, not calls it out, but he's like, oh, I'll find when I find them, I'm gonna get them for you, and he's like says his name, and when he's kind of going
I'm
all
gonna
crazy, and you can just kind of tell that
I'm
that's
gonna cut your name into him or
yeah,
something. He
yeah,
says, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because then they after this they plan on setting a trap. Or no, they don't plan on. Or did they plan on setting a trap? Because they yeah, or they set a trap at night or something.
Yeah, they had all the tripwires and they didn't work.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah. They
still
said,
picked somebody out. I don't remember who died there. Oh, that was one part of the movie that confused me a little bit. Is they came and the predator came and took a dead body that he didn't kill.
oh no, it was the one he killed. It was Jesse Ventura.
Was it?
That's what it is. The predator came back to steal Jesse Ventura's body because he got that kill. Because
Oh,
because because Duke found the predator so quickly, like caught him. He didn't have time to take the body. That's what it was. So they kept the body and like they were gonna do for Hawkins was find it, bring it home. You know,
uh-huh.
like the military do, like never leave a
Yep.
man behind or
There's a
never leave a
scene there
soldier
with
behind.
Mac. There's a scene there with Mac where he pulls his flask out and has a shot, puts it in the body bag with
Yeah,
Jesse, and that's
yeah.
kind of the last you see of Jesse's body. Okay,
Jesse's
I was
body.
confused. I was confused at that part there. Then I thought the predator came in and took who the fuck was it now? Like, oh, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's they just take that. They take he takes Jesse's body back.
So they didn't set
Oh,
off any. So he doesn't set off any of their fancy tripwires. So then,
but
so
yeah, but so then they set up like the net trap or whatever because it doesn't that happen
the net
in the
trap,
night
yeah,
with the body.
they made a
Yeah,
bunch of old fashioned kind of traps, yeah, with
yeah,
like with all the rope that they had with them and all the
right.
yeah.
All the gear that they just had. I mean,
They did have a lot of rope all of a sudden. I did notice that. Yeah,
right?
it's like
Yeah,
holy fuck, they're
yeah.
carrying a lot of rope.
Yep, and I get that there's probably a fair amount between all soldiers that they would have a little bit of, but I don't think enough
Oh,
to make that
they're
many
like
traps.
fucking making fucking. They're pulling trees down with
She's
to
down,
make the
yeah,
fucking net. Like they're using some serious rope. Not to mention the net
yeah,
itself.
yeah, exactly.
So but anyways, yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, they set all the traps at night, and that's when the predator comes to take the body,
hmm
and it gets trapped by one of them, right?
Yeah, the net actually launches them.
Yeah, yeah, the net cat like launches and you hear like the squeal,
You hear
which
them
I think is kind
squeal,
of
yeah.
cool.
Uh,
Yeah, because all the other time it's just kind of been kind of like a lower pitch, but this it just I mean, like you just like oh you could tell it caught him off guard.
Other than when a predator screams when he's patching up his first wound,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah, because that I
he
guess
puts a staple in
that's something
his
we
leg or
skipped.
whatever, and he lets out this huge scream. And
Yeah, yeah, and then Anna also had found the blood.
mhm.
Oh no, that's what happened is they found the blood, the blood on the leaves, and that's when they figured, okay, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Predator blood didn't
So
turn
so the
acidic like alien blood in other movies.
Nope, no,
No.
no, no. And this one, the blood is just, well, it's always like neon green, but it's not acidic.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember if any of the
Yeah.
other predators it was more
No,
more
no,
deadly
that's,
than that.
no, they all still like kind of like play around with it a little bit too much, I think, in all the movies. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, like that stuff's kind of like radioactively
It's
green.
like
And you
hey,
know what it is?
somebody broke open their glow stick.
That's actually absolutely what the alien, the predator's blood is. It's glow stick and somehow these movies' favorite ingredient, KY jelly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, KY jelly and the insides of a glow stick. That's
Yeah.
literally how they
No,
make predator blood.
I know I've cut open glow sticks before. That's totally what it reminded me of, other than the KY jelly. But it looked
Yeah,
like glow stick juice.
yeah,
hmm
to make it that kind of slimy texture. Yeah. So yeah. That's how they make predator blood. But yeah, so there's that whole scene. And then the first night the traps don't work, and then it gets the body, and then, no. 'Cause when
The,
does the
fa-
pig come in?
the fancy military
Uh,
traps don't work. Well, that's what sets off the fancy military traps is the pig.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
when fucking Mac,
that's what it is. The pig.
it's like a scene from Psycho.
Yeah,
Mac's got the knife
yeah,
and the
he's just
blood.
stabbing the
It's like
shit.
there's blood in the knife and the blood in the knife. And it's like,
And then, yeah,
uh,
it's a very violent scene.
yeah.
Like because
Where are
and
you?
it's
Where are
like
you?
kind of shocking, and it's shocking when you figure out it's just this pig that he just gutted.
Yeah,
Like,
they finally
I
Arnold and
mean,
the rest of the gang find him, and they get the light down
yeah,
there on him, and he's down in the hole with the fucking blood in the pig. And the one dude says to him, "Couldn't you at least found a bigger one or something?"
yeah, right?
And Max says, "Fuck you,"
Yeah, yeah.
or "Fuck
That's
off,"
one
or
of the
something
like,
like that.
yeah. Again, like he didn't say much to me. Oh yeah, then there's the other classic one with Carl Weathers earlier, or maybe it's around. I think it was earlier in the movie before Max started losing it when he catches the scorpion on the back of Carl Weathers.
mm, I can't
Yeah,
remember what.
because
Can't remember what the line.
that's another. Yeah, it was like uh, he like just yeah he goes to take the scorpion off and he has a line there that the predator vision captures too.
Yeah,
And yeah, I can't remember it now.
the predator watches him step on the scorpion after he knocks it
Yeah,
off. I think.
after he knifes it.
Uh-huh. Didn't they do that in
Yeah, it was,
another movie somewhere too? With the
I
scorpion?
it,
Or was that Alien?
oh
Might be Alien.
well. There's a character called Scorpion in Predator 2, but that's a whole different thing. He's
No,
a
no.
coked out Colombian drug lord, and he's just hilarious.
Oh, I know I've seen that movie. I don't remember that movie at all.
I made you watch it like last year, or maybe
Predator 2?
2 years ago, I think.
Or the.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
remember
because
it.
we were gonna do a review of it, and then it just never ended up happening.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I ended up watching
Yeah,
it either at that point.
yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think so. But,
'Cause I
anyways,
don't think
doesn't
you had
matter.
Disney at that point.
It might have been on my to
Yeah.
do list,
Anyways,
but never happened.
right. Anyways, yeah. Back to the movie.
Yeah, we're pretty
So
deep
the
in. I
predator
don't
gets
know how.
caught.
I don't
Yeah,
know how much I don't know how much battery I got left.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm sitting there on the lower half, so we can get a little quicker through this.
I should
Because
be about the
a
same as
lot of
you.
this is just good old kills and setting up a lot of tension. Like they catch it with the net. It cuts itself out. There's another kind of like little firefight, and ah, then it's the morning again. And are they? What happened? Are they just running, or like they're just leaving now, or is it the next day when the Carl Weathers scene happens?
I'm
When
trying to
Carl
remember
Weathers,
the order of the deaths now, and
yeah,
I'm not sure.
because I can remember like right after Billy, it all had the rest kind of happens fast, and then you get the best line, like another one of Arnold's most quoted lines. Uh, but I think like this next day. Oh yeah, yeah, because it goes Carl Weathers and Duke, or yeah, Carl Weathers and Duke at the same, and Mac. Sorry, Carl Weathers and Mac. They die at the same time,
Did they
or
die at
pretty
the same
much the
time?
same
Pretty
time.
much the same time, yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think Mac sees it and he's trying to lure it out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Or
you go this way.
yeah,
I'll flank it from that side. That's right. Yeah, actually,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's a hell of a death scene. That one, Carl
Oh,
Weathers.
this is probably my favorite death scene in this whole movie because it's so good.
It's
Like
great. It's great. Yeah,
yeah, well shot and just yeah, great animatronics for it. It's yeah, I think it was
great
awesome.
acting too.
Uh,
Carl Weathers kills it
yeah,
in this movie.
yeah, absolutely. And I think yeah, and then so yeah, the Carl Weathers is walking and he finds Duke Duke's kind of like sitting down in this tree or something, or like a stump or something, that's
Yeah,
an
a
old
hole
tree
or a
that's cut
gully.
out.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
Yeah,
little pit or yeah.
yeah. And he calls Carl Weathers down, and then they make the plan. Like he sees it in the tree, and then they both see it, I
Hmm.
believe.
Yeah, they both
And
see it.
then
Yeah,
and then
I see
yeah,
it.
and then Carl Weathers goes out, and that's when you hear the blast again, and it fucking takes his arm out.
Yeah, I think
Like he's
the
shooting at it though.
the
Like
the first blast kills Mac. I think
yeah, that's what it is because it cuts to Mac's
you see
face.
this. That's the first time I think you see the 3-pointed laser
The
thing.
yeah, his aiming system. That's when
And
you
all of a
first
sudden
see like
you
his reticle.
yeah, you see it move up on Mac, and boom, he's fucking gone. And then
Yeah, his head fucking
yeah,
explodes.
yeah, and then something happens, and then Carl Weathers takes it next, like right away. Yeah, but his
Yeah,
scene,
yeah, it's pretty.
his
His scene
scene
is
is
gnarly too. It's
his scene
the
is
gnarliest
yeah, it
because
is.
he's firing at it in the forest. I mean, like the classic firing. They don't. He has no idea where the fuck. Well, like what he's shooting at because the thing's still invisible, which is also like you're kind of a dick, alien. All right, you're kind of a like predator. You're kind of a dick, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to like hunt the, I get that you're hunting it, but like you have to be invisible all the fucking time. Like you're kind of a dick hunter. I get that you have some like honorable rules, or like they Yauchas do, but that's like that's a little much. Oh, I think they also find out that or Dutch makes the idea that she it won't kill anybody that's unarmed.
Yeah, I was a little confused by that part in the movie actually, because it was I was just amazed that like how did I was thinking to myself, how did he pick that up already? Because
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember her even confronting the alien really.
I think it was when Hawkins got taken. Like
Hmm.
what and like why didn't it take her? Why didn't it take why didn't they take her? It's like, oh, 'cause she was unarmed. Or he makes that
Yeah.
connection
Yeah.
at like and it's kind of like reaching out of left field. But yeah, there was that they figured that out about it. But yeah, after these guys get fucking absolutely obliterated. Oh yeah, 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 no. Carl Weathers kill. Yeah, he's shooting in the forest. I think you see the thing on his arm, and it fucking takes his arm out so savage, like the plasma cannon blows it up, and like his whole forearm just falls down while still firing the gun.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that effect. Yeah, his
Mhm.
arms are like it's flopping on the ground, firing the gun.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I just that it's such a good effect. Like
Carl
and then
Carl
it cuts
Weathers
back to
lost
him,
another hand.
right?
First one was to a crocodile.
Right? And then he kind of pulls out and he's like and he's still trying to shoot. I think with the other gun because he had two like Mac 11s or something like
He had
that
two
that he was
guns. That's right.
firing.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Arnold
two.
tossed him his gun
Yeah,
when he went back to get whoever the fuck he was going back to get.
yeah. I think he was going to get Duke, Mac, because Mac
Yeah,
had
is that what it
disappeared
was?
or
Yeah.
so. Like, where's Mac? Yeah, where's Mac? We'll find him. And then this scene happens.
Hmm.
Uh,
Arnold was gonna go, and then and then fucking Carl's like, "Oh, I'll go," and then that's when Arnold gives him his gun, and they're like, you get
yeah,
your troops to the helicopter. Hold that helicopter for me." And he goes,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, again, like another big badass. Like they all try to like. Not one of them is standing down when this thing appears.
Now,
Oh yeah, and then at some point, Poncho got fucked up by one of the traps. Wasn't it? Isn't that like? Didn't Poncho get like hit by one of the logs or something, and his whole sides all kind of busted up? Because I remember
oh yeah,
Arnold
yeah,
carrying him later.
He got hit
Like,
by. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what
yeah.
hit him.
Yeah, he got injured a little, like so,
Swinging log trap maybe or something.
yeah. I think it was one of the swinging log traps catches
Yeah.
him. So he's oh, and I think that's another reason because his gun fell off of him, and Arnold's like it didn't kill him because he didn't have a gun. Or so like so another reason that comes in is somewhere with with Poncho because I know because then we get the scene where what the yeah they're all leaving they're like and they hear I think they hear uh Carl Weathers scream out because he gives a big
Yep.
scream and he's got one arm out
He
and
went.
fucking then
He
the
went
predator
down.
comes up and
He went down fighting. He screams. Yeah.
yeah yeah and then you see the fucking the predator's blade go through him and then like lift him up. I'm pretty sure and that's like the final
Hmm. Yeah. He's
scream of his death.
screaming on the end of the pitchfork.
Yeah, and then yeah they're leaving and then they come up to the bridge because when they come up to the bridge is when Billy who's been knowing it's like it's right behind them it's still following them he steps on the bridge throws all his weapons off like holds his knife and like cuts his chest
Oh, that's
to
right.
do like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
to do his standoff on that like log bridge or whatever it is
Hmm. We don't
and
really. We
then
don't really. We don't really see
no
that death,
you,
do we? Oh yeah. He shoots him with
no
that
just
fucking thing.
no, you don't see Billy's death. It cuts away, and this is actually where you hear the scream. You just hear this giant scream,
Hmm.
and I feel robbed. I always wanted to see that fight.
Uh
Like,
huh.
sure, it would have been quick because it sounds like it was pretty fucking quick, but just to see it would have been cool. But I mean, I get the practicality of them both being on this like small log
Having a knife
and trying to
fight.
film like, yeah,
If the predator
because
even
I'm
went
pretty,
that route, or did the predator just use all
yeah,
his?
his cannons or
Hmm.
fucking like because he only really uses his cannon and his blades in this one, which I find really funny because in the second movie is when he uses his spear and his disc gauntlet and more things you would think he'd be using, and he uses his cannon way less. And you think that those are the weapons that he'd be using in the forest and in the city with more guns. He'd be using his
Different
thing.
predator. I guess they all probably had their own preferences of what they liked as far as weaponry and shit goes.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Because yes, it's not the same predator. It's just another one of this.
Hmm. So this.
I found it funny that like the
Hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Yep. Hmm.
shot to the head, and then you see the predator like cleaning all the skulls. You see one that has like this giant like crack or like hole in its skull, and you're like, oh, that's definitely Poncho's.
Hmm.
Or at least I put that together as I'm watching. It's like, oh, that's got to be Poncho.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Up to this part because the only thing up to this part we've seen like more scenes of the predator in the forest and all that, and little bits of him. And I
Mhm.
and after this is when you see the uh oh it's not quite now because uh Arnold after that shot happens, Arnold yells his famous fucking line, "Get to the chopper!" I have a terrible Arnold
Oh, he's
impression. I
telling. Yeah,
can't
he's
do it.
telling
Never
the.
have.
Yeah, he's telling the
Yeah,
girl. I
yeah.
think it's just him and the
He
girl
tells the
that's left.
girl.
I think, isn't it?
Yeah, because Poncho just gets taken out, and he kind of gets blown back a little bit,
He's
and
like,
I
run,
think it burns.
run,
He burns.
get to the chopper,
Yeah, to the
run,
chopper. Oh,
get to the chopper,
yeah,
run, run.
yeah, exactly, and that's where this line originally comes from. It's for the first, and then he uses it in like every movie for like so long. He actually uses it in so many movies.
So yeah, then she
Uh,
fucks off through the jungle, and then
and she's gone for the rest of this movie, pretty much. I'm pretty sure.
you see her
It's
one
it's
more.
like the very
You
last
see her
shot.
get picked up by the helicopter and flown out.
Yeah,
You do see her get out
yeah,
later on, but
and yeah. But I mean, like for anything going forward for the rest of this
yeah,
scene,
she's done. She's
she's
done
not
then.
helping
Yeah,
devise anything. She's not fighting this thing. She just runs.
she's not carrying rope or nothing. No,
Yeah,
because there
and
actually was a scene of her carrying rope. She had like
yeah,
three.
yeah.
She had like 3 or 4 big fucking bundles of rope
Bundles. You're right. You're right. They actually did use her to like carry all their supplies.
because she wasn't against them anymore. She was on their side because
Yeah,
yeah,
she's trying to help. She doesn't. She doesn't want to get killed, and she gives the like earlier a little bit of like a
and she
lore to these creatures
and
that
she speaks
that
English.
yes that she speaks English and that these
Oh, she
things
gives away some lore.
uh
That's right. Yeah.
yeah yeah because she says it's been a like a tale around us that these things come on the hottest night, the hottest days of the hottest years,
Uh-huh.
uh, and they hunt, and it hunts, and like many men disappear, and then
Yeah.
it disappears, kind
Then
of
she
thing.
says something in Spanish that is about some sort of demon that
Yeah,
hunts
it's
huntsman or something.
yeah, the devil that hunts man, or
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it's
exactly, something
translated
like
into.
that.
She says it in Spanish, and then
Yeah,
but anyway, yeah.
Poncho at that time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Again, jumping around here a little bit, but yeah, there's some lore dump there that it likes the heat and all that. And then this is when we get uh, the great slide, the slide scene when he's trying to like run away from it. Pretty much at this point, even he's like, "Fuck, I gotta regroup. This is not working for me."
Mhm.
And then he ends up like sliding down the jungle, and then off this waterfall.
Oh,
This is a
this
great scene.
huge fuck no. First, it's a huge fucking cliff
Yeah, yeah,
into the fucking
yeah.
river, and then down the fucking
Jungle.
river,
Yeah,
and then
into the
over a
river.
fucking waterfall, like a huge fucking
Yeah,
waterfall.
that's
There's
it.
some crazy stunts in this movie. Both of those stunts were pretty
Yeah,
crazy looking.
absolutely.
And then he goes off the
Yeah,
fucking waterfall, and then he's like, gets to shore, crawling through the mud.
yeah, yeah. The mud, which
Mhm.
makes a big
He like gets to shore,
a
and then
big
he's
thing.
so spent, he just like drops his face right in the mud and everything.
Yeah, and then you hear that it's not done hunting him.
And then the alien splashes
The
in the
water
water behind
splashes.
him. The water splashes, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah, and then you see that it's his technology gets all fucked up,
that's right,
and it
yeah.
starts. Yeah, so we get more of a shot of like, you get the first one of the first better best shots of it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
in its full
without its
the
cloaking
mask
device.
on.
Yeah, without its
Yeah,
cloaking
and
device.
it's still with the mask on, but it's like the first shot of it, the
Hmm.
full, and you're like, holy fuck, this thing's terrifying.
That's Jean
And
Claude Van
Arnold's
Damme.
sitting there,
That's Jean Claude Van
right?
Damme.
Wow.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't.
but it wasn't. It would
No.
be so funny if that's what it was at that scene. It'd be cool to find a way to cut that in. AI could do it. I know it could.
There you go, yeah.
Right? Just cut in that. And it's like, oh, what the fuck?
So
Oh,
Arnold's
that's when
covered.
he says you're one ugly mug. Yeah,
Is
Arnold's
that
covered in the
is
mud. He's laying down,
huh?
and the predator walks, and it just walks pretty much right past him.
Oh no, yeah, he's face down in the mud, I
No.
think, and the alien
Oh
comes up
yeah, he's
sort of
face down.
behind him, and he's just laying
Yeah,
there still, like, oh fuck, I'm dead. He doesn't turn around or nothing, and then yeah, the alien sort of walks
yeah,
by him. Yeah,
yeah, and then he figures out that it likes the, which is weird that it likes the heat, but it sees with heat. Again, it's another sense that we can't understand. Is the way I look at it.
you got to be a scorpion ant to understand.
Right?
An
Exactly.
ant scorpion.
Ant Scorpion. I like that. Yeah. And then it just kind of it fucks off. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it goes into the bush. Yeah, and
Yeah, it goes into the bush. Oh, and Arnold takes in that information,
uh-huh.
and then it cuts to the Predator. It's like more night now. Oh yeah, then these cuts between Arnold setting up all these traps
Oh yeah, he sets
again,
up more of the
and kind of get
more of the Ewok traps or
the
whatever.
traps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's perfect. And then it cuts to the Predator, and you see Billy's body. It took me forever to figure out that it's Billy's body that he has over the tree, and you see him, and then it cuts away, and you see him pull the spine and the skull.
Mm-hmm.
That's Billy's body. So we don't see that, but clearly Billy was murdered,
Oh, is that
and
Billy's
the
body?
Predator really wanted his skull.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, the one that he's dealing with there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Billy's body, and he pulls it out, and he gives kind of like his like raw,
Uh-huh. Spine and neck celebration.
Yes,
Trophy.
and it cuts back down. Yes, his number one his favorite trophies of the series,
Uh-huh.
and then it cuts to him. What does he do? Then it's Arnold again setting up his traps, and he's using like whatever, like and stuff that he's setting up, like whatever gear that he has left, and he makes himself a bow. I'm pretty
That's right. Oh
sure.
yeah, he makes a bow. Yeah.
Yeah, a bow and the arrows with the explosive tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some trees and some more rope. I'm pretty or like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had some bow line with him.
Yeah, because and he like even though he like lost, he's like sure like he lost most of his equipment to say the least through all his falling and all that.
You would think, yeah.
But
he still had a couple.
Right?
He still had a couple of grenades left.
He still had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has a few good traps set up, and then it cuts to the Predator just like heating up his blade, like kind of their way of like sharpening it or something. And I thought that was just like a funny.
I was a little confused by that part, actually.
What's that gonna do?
Yeah.
Like these things are pretty sharp. Like, is that you sharpening it, or like are you just getting it hot so it'll cut easier? Like, I don't think you've had a problem with it going through anything. So
yeah, I didn't understand that.
Why are you doing that? No, me neither. I never really got that. Like, but apparently, that's what I've learned from others. Like, he's just like kind of setting up for his next battle.
He was getting ready to do some hot knives.
Right there, you go.
That's
the
behind
Predator
the
hot
scenes.
kniving.
He was heat.
Yeah,
he was gonna have some fucking that Cambodian hash or whatever.
Right? He's got some of that space weed. He's got some of that space weed from my animations.
Like, I heard there's good weed on this planet. Where? Right down there. It's like, oh, there's a jungle fucking warfare here. So he came fucking prepared.
Right?
It was all a big misunderstanding.
He got both of his trophies.
It was all a big misunderstanding. He was just there to hot knife some hash.
He got too stoned and had a psychedelic freak out. So he started hunting these dudes who he thought were hunting him.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was like, well,
Earth just had too good of weed. Earth had too good of weed. Mm-hmm. You know what? I like that. I like that.
Anyways,
that might go into an animation.
He heats up his knives for whatever reason we don't know, other than to do some fucking hash. And then
there's some good old hot knives.
Mm-hmm.
And then Arnold
he's fucking covering himself now. He's like thick.
Yeah, he's fully covered in mud.
He's
thick, and then it's super thick.
Yeah, you just see his white eyes and his white teeth. That's it.
Right, and then he gives that big war cry, just like this fucking animalistic war cry.
Yeah,
which I think is great. It's just like he's been just fucking stripped down to his bare minimum, and he's just like, "Come fucking get me!" Like I'm tired of fucking like we're fighting. I'm tired of hunting. I'm tired of running. We're.
Let's fucking go.
And yeah, and the fucking he hears it. He's like, "Oh, that's for me. That's gotta be me, right? That's for me. All right, time to get up."
He's like,
Like you know, he got a little bit of a fucking war boner there. He's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's for me. All right, I'm getting this fucking trophy.
It was the universal scream for "I got the better hash," and then
Right? Yeah.
the predator was like, "Oh fuck! I thought I had the good
Right?
stuff. I'm coming for you, motherfucker."
Right, right. I'm getting your stash, man. I'm getting your stash.
It's like, ah, the predator stole my stash. Maybe that's what it was. The
Right?
predator stole
That's
his
what the big
stash.
fuck
He was
Arnold
fucking
stash.
mad. He
Yes.
screamed because his hash was gone. And then the predator was
Right?
like, okay, yeah, I stole your
Okay.
hash.
Well, if
What are
you
you gonna
want
do?
it,
What are you gonna do
yeah.
about
What? Right? What are you gonna do about it?
it?
'Cause-
Hmm
and yeah, so then it goes into another awesome action scene, but like a stealth action scene where Arnold's swinging between trees,
hmm
fucking firing these shots, firing his arrow, blowing up stuff.
Yeah, he
The
rocks.
Predator
He fucking rocks the fucking predator.
for a good while here.
Yeah, he knocks him. He
Like,
gives him a good knock.
yeah, yeah, more the like,
He
yeah,
rings his bell.
yeah, and he fucks up the Predator's equipment again. I think, like
I
his
think so,
plasma
somewhat. Yeah,
caster.
but that's pretty
I,
much when
I,
the predator decides, okay, and he pulls his helmet off and all that shit. I think.
yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure because yeah, and then they get into a one-on-one. Like, a couple traps go, but they didn't work. They not all of them, not all of Arnold's traps worked. And then they get into the one-on-one fucking fist fight brawl.
hmm
Uh, where the Predator, yeah, throws off his fucking his gauntlet. And you get to see like
Takes his helmet off. Yeah.
the crab vagina, the helmet off, and you see the crab vagina face. That's just it's shocking. It's a great fucking alien failure. Like I love the design. It's so cool.
It is, yeah. It's like I
But
don't know.
it,
For
but
me,
it,
it's
it
like cross between like ant and spider, and crab makes
yeah,
sense. Crab makes sense too, though. And
yeah, like just the way like the mouth, the mandibles of the mouth, I guess.
mhm.
And you're one ugly motherfucker,
That's right. Yeah, that's where that line comes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold gets that line in, and then they go for a one-on-one fist fight. But where Arnold, Arnold gets that line in, and then he gets his ass beat. Like there's a couple of good shots of Arnold just getting fit smacked around.
hmm
This thing's fucking slapping him, blood spitting out of his mouth. Like
Yeah, yeah. That's right.
there's
Yeah,
like he takes a pretty good fucking beating up from this thing,
yeah. He takes a knock
and
himself. Yeah.
and then Arnold gets himself, and he gets himself into a place, and he does the kill me, come
Yeah.
here, kill me,
His trap.
because he puts himself down into a trap, and he tries to get to get the Predator in to come and kill him, and so he can set the trap off. But the Predator catches this one. The
He's
Predator
just,
catches this trap because he
he's
sees the
sudden.
spikes on the leaves,
He's suddenly
right?
suspicious. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Quick bar joke right there. Yeah, he suddenly he finds the spike and he just kind of goes no. So he goes around, unbeknownst to us, that Arnold had a second trap set up,
Plan
and
B.
he cuts that thing. And I was like, this tree must have taken like how did he set this thing to get up there? I mean, I know
Well,
he's a
they
big man.
showed
I'm like,
him.
there's montage shots,
They
but
showed him pulling it into up the tree, but yeah, this thing's fucking must have been hundreds of
huge.
pounds, so huge, yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean, it's Arnold.
it's Arnold too.
Yeah.
Like he was just it's Arnold.
hmm
You're right. but
Rambo couldn't have done it,
yeah,
but Arnold could have.
no fucking way.
Yeah,
No fucking way.
Rambo was strong, but
Well,
not strong enough to lift that fucking mammoth-sized fucking log stump that just happened to be
no,
there.
up that tree,
You know, it's like
right? And he had
how
the
many
perfect amount of rope
how
left,
many stumps do you find laying around that are like just perfect?
right?
Anyways,
Well,
yeah, he finds his
perfectly
fucking.
cut,
Mhm.
perfectly cut too, like on both sides. Like it's like looks like it's just somebody cut it and was like, oh no, I don't need that
So yeah,
at some point.
he gets all his rope and lifts it into the tree. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, the predator he tricks the predator. Predator comes in. He's comes the other
From
way
behind.
around. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
then
Arnold pulls the trap,
Mhm.
and drops it on him, and this thing gets fucking crushed.
The Ewok log fucking drops right down on him, crushes him. Yeah.
Yeah, crushes the fucking predator. Like so, and like I thought that was a great end to it. But this guy's not a good loser. He's kind of a sore loser. These predators, and then I
It's
because
probably
like
part of their fucking deal is to not be taken
ever caught
hostage
or
or
found
ever
out.
caught. Yeah, it's like a you must self destruct yourself kind of.
And destroy everything like
Just
about like around.
destroy
'Cause
all
it's like
evidence.
3 city blocks or something like that. They say it in the next movie in Predator 2. They actually say how big that nuclear explosion
That
was.
sounds familiar, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's like
I
3 city
remember that for some
blocks or
reason.
something like that.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so that's like it's a good range of
So
space,
yeah,
but
so
like
then Arnold's face to face with the Predator. Predator's spitting up
yeah,
fucking
spitting up
uh,
blood. It's green
spitting up glow stick
glow
blood.
light,
Uh huh.
glow stick blood. Yeah,
Hmm.
lots of it too. It's fucked. You know it's fucked.
And then he
And then he pulls out his wrist.
his Apple Watch. He opens up his Apple
Yeah,
Watch thing, and he's like,
and Arnold gets the right idea because he sees this thing kind of counting down
and speeding
on
up.
it.
And the
Even if
sound's
yeah,
changing. Yeah,
speeding.
it's pretty
Yeah,
obvious.
he
It's
kind of gets the idea. It's time to go. So he
yeah,
starts running, and this is like, and again, I don't think he got that far away from it that he wouldn't have been vaporized.
not
But
3 city fucking blocks away. He
this fucking
didn't.
box, no, no. But movie magic, and also, if that was a nuclear bomb, he probably didn't live long after. But that's a different story for another
Uh-huh.
time.
Is that what they say? It's actually a nuclear bomb. In
Well, I think they say it's like the closest that they could find is like a nuclear bomb.
oh yeah,
Like it's yeah, like a very controlled, but the closest that they could figure out was new. Like they say something like that. I don't think they specifically say that that's what it is, but that's their best guess or something like
oh
that.
yeah. Okay. So
Because
we don't
because
know if it's radioactive or if it's
yeah, but
self
I always thought that
self
the
absorbing.
reason why he didn't, and I think there's a couple comics that actually did this, that he like suffered from like brutal radiation therapy, like
Oh yeah.
poisoning for like months and months, and then gets better or whatever. But he's still like, that's why he loses like a hand or something. He gets really fucked up, but then he ends up going and no, it is a comic. Then he ends up like teaming up with his brother, who also ends up fighting a predator. Anyways, that's for another day. The
Yeah.
comics are really cool. That's some really cool lore, but. Yeah,
So he kills the predator.
uh,
He
he
fucking
kills
gets
the
to the
predator. It
helicopter.
blows up.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a cool little nerdy thing. The guy that played the predator, I can't remember his name right now. He, really great stunt actor. He's like 7'3". I think it's not Kevin Michael Hall. It's something, but like 7'3" stunt coordinator. But he was also like a trained ballerina, and but this massive dude. And like apparently he was like really cool to work with and all that. But that's who is the pilot of the helicopter that picks him up in an unmasked. That's his like one unmasked cameo when he's not in the Predator suit.
Oh yeah.
It's actually him. Yeah, it's just a quick shot of him in like him as the pilot. I think he says like 2 words or
It's kind
something
of like
like
a
that.
bonus paycheck.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. He gets
Sec-
paid for 2 roles.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, and yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool that they gave him like an unmasked role too, just to be part of it. But also be
So
part of it too. 'Cause-
yeah, then they show that's
yeah,
pretty much the end of the movie. The helicopter lands and they show Arnold walking, smoking a cigar again. I think.
yeah. In the helicopter, I'm pretty sure, and
I
he's
think
all
they.
fucking burnt up too. Oh
I think
no!
they land and they show him
No,
walking
at
or
the
something.
very end, this is when they do like the funniest and like kind of dumbest part of because it goes to the credits, and then it shows all of the characters like throughout the
Oh,
movie,
that's right.
and
Yeah, it tells you their
they're
name. Yeah.
they all look at yeah, it tells you their name, and they all like look and start laughing like it's some sitcom from like
Yeah,
the
Carl
like
Carl
'70s or
Weathers
something like
catches
that.
a machine gun. Somebody tosses him a machine gun, and he
Yeah,
catches it, and he's like, got this machine gun in his hand that he just caught. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they all kind of like do these like way out of character. Other than Arnold, he just like looks back.
Does
I'm
he?
pretty
Yeah.
sure it was a
I just
cigar,
remember
with a
Carl's the
cigar or
most.
something.
I just remember Carl's because his was kind of funny.
Yeah, he's like goofing around with it.
A little bit, yeah. His look on his face
Yeah,
after he caught the machine gun was like, I just caught a
yeah.
machine gun.
I'm pretty sure Shane Black, Hawkins, he's just like laughing away at something.
Hmm.
Well, like they put it, yeah, it just kind of cuts to this like weird sitcom kind of like ending of the whole movie.
Kind of, yeah. I didn't mind it.
But
The thing I didn't mind
no,
about
no,
it the
I just
most was that it told me what all their names were again.
yeah, yeah,
Duke, Mac, whatever, Dutch,
right. I
Ed.
still can't remember Ventura, but but yeah. So that's Predator, the first movie in a still going franchise.
Great
This is our
movie.
second review
Great
on
movie.
these. Yeah, yeah. What's your overall? How what kind of tier do you put this on?
I
Like
don't
this
know
is like top tier to me.
what's the range?
But yeah,
What are we using?
I think it's Devil Horns again. I think
so
that I think
so
it's all four.
so
To me, it's
four
all.
devil horns is the best you can get.
Oh, oh no, no. We were doing 1 to 10. Never
Were
mind.
we?
We
Oh,
did
okay.
1 to 10 for a lot with a lot of the alien ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Oh,
we did a
whichever
scale.
way you want to do it. I don't know. This is a great
Well, we'll
movie. There's really nothing that I don't really like about this movie, other than a little bit of the
no.
predator POV. But I can live with that. So it's like it's
Yeah,
got to be like really. I mean, I would have to like almost give it a 10.
it'd be like a
It's like a
9.8
nine,
for
yeah,
me.
or nine point
Right.
five or whatever. Yeah, nine. That's
Yeah,
where I would be. 9.5, I guess I would say.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's right. It's just as good to me. It's a whole different vein of movie, but like this and Aliens were like my movies that I watched religiously for these action. Yeah, and I loved it. I couldn't get enough of this movie, and I still can't.
Special effects and stuff were really starting to get a lot better at this stage too. Like
Oh yeah, they really showed
it's
like it really
there
showed
was
the quality.
there was a lot of progression in the last few years in Hollywood.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, this movie was
And
great
yeah,
for that. All the special
I
effects
love the
costumes
twist.
are all great.
And I love the twist that it's that like the movie has to remind you that oh wait, it's not just an alien movie, or like it's not just an Arnold movie with him going down and killing a bunch of Colombians or whatever.
Hmm.
But like oh yeah, like I love how they shoot that now. I like the suspense of the movie and that they don't show the predator too much. They show it like the predator just enough and like that's why I like that the full reveal like it's already killed like the whole team and then you get to see like what this thing actually looks like.
Hmm. You get your first really good look at it anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah, and then later you get to see, oh, there's another. Here's like stage two of my form, and look,
Hmm.
oh god, it's got this fucking crab face.
Yeah, it's great. That's a
Yeah.
that's got to be probably the best costume that's ever come out of Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
as
it's
far as
apparently apparently it broke all the time, and that's why the predator had like all these little bones and stuff all over its chest, where like all of like kind of like fabric plate that it had things hanging off was because it had to like cover up all these like rips and tears in the suit from all this stuff.
oh really?
So they just like yeah, so
Oh yeah.
that's why it had all those things on it, but like. It's a great looking suit. They did so well with it
Oh
and
excellent. Yeah.
like, everything holds up. I mean, other than Jesse Ventura's one line, everything holds up to this day.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think that's
I wouldn't be surprised if that one line doesn't get cut at some point. But
yeah. I was actually surprised they were still on it being on Disney,
I
like on Disney
honestly
Plus.
was too. When
Yeah,
I was I was literally like, did I just hear what I just thought I heard? Because you just don't hear
right.
that ever. Yeah.
No, no. Like, you just it's not something that. But then you're like, oh yeah, this was a different time.
It was a different time, but even in that time, I was a teenager then. They weren't using that word in other movies, really. It was,
No, no. It was
it
yeah.
wasn't something that was, you know, c-
That was said on film.
no,
No,
it wasn't considered
no,
acceptable. I mean,
no.
it was probably a lot more used, but it still wasn't an acceptable word to use.
right?
I mean,
The last word, the newest movie that I remember them using that in is and it only came out to me because I was been watching reviews and like somebody said it and I was like, oh yeah, and it's when I'm not going to say the whole thing, but it's in The Hangover, that comedy movie,
hmm
and one of the guy goes, paging doctor cigarettes, paging doctor cigarettes,
I don't.
like outside, and he's like yelling it, and you're like, oh yeah, and this was in like to like it just stood out because it's like, oh yeah, you
Oh
don't
yeah.
hear that much in movies, yeah,
No, I don't
and that was
remember
in like
that. I know I seen that movie. I don't
yeah,
remember that. But surprise,
yeah.
surprise, Mister, I remember every movie. That's why I got to watch them literally the second before we're gonna do a show.
Right? It's perfect. It's been working out great.
Unless you want to talk
Uh,
about the Blues Brothers.
right?
That's probably the one and
That's
only movie that I can really talk about. And
like
Happy
damn near
Gilmore.
recite.
Happy Gilmore
Yeah.
and Blues Brothers. Both of those movies I probably could have recited at one time.
Oh, we'll have to do a Happy Gilmore was the first one and the second
The
one.
second one's supposed to be popping here pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think that's another one we can interject some comedy into this series because I would love to do those because
I'm
those are really
I'm
funny.
I'm definitely gonna watch the new one. Yeah, hopefully it's
Yeah. Right.
almost as good or as good as the first one. That's a tall order.
Uh, that's a tall order. So to me,
Mhm.
it's just have it be funny and like we know he's there like outside, but that's
I
what it's
hope
supposed
it's
to be about
I hope
too.
it's not a Blues Brothers 2000. You know,
Yes, yes,
because
yes.
as far as I'm concerned, the Blues Brothers is a classic, fucking great movie. And then
Oh, absolutely.
Blues Brothers 2000 was just almost
I'm not,
felt like a slap in the face almost, and just
it
regurgitated.
was.
It regurgitated. Tried to re. It was horrible. It was
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah. It was really it was bad and it was so unnecessary. It was
There was some
one of those
okay
sequels
music
that
in it. Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
did
I like that.
the new Blues Brothers band had some okay stuff in it, but I mean
Yeah,
it was horrible.
absolutely.
It was horrible, and even the Blues
Yeah.
Brothers, it's not the same without John Belushi as
No, no,
Jim
absolutely not.
but, and oh, and fucking the fuck's his name now? Uh, that actor from Roseanne that was
Oh,
in. Uh,
yeah,
he was the Blues
yeah.
Brother.
John Goodman. John Goodman.
Goodman, yeah. He's no John Belushi.
No, 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 no.
Anyways, thanks. It was
No,
fun.
it was
So,
not the same. Yeah,
What am I
yeah.
watching
Thanks.
next week?
Well,
Predator 2
next week, Predator
or
2. We're gonna go to Predator 2
Predator
next week.
2?
Oh yeah, and do you think again? We'll save it for the end. But do you think this is Arnold's best sci-fi movie?
Yeah, without ever really putting any thought into that before, and you,
It's
other
on it
than
to
you
it. Yeah,
mentioning it earlier, gave me a bit of a chance to think about it. It could very well be. I mean, I really liked Total Recall too. It's one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger
that's
movies. But
see
this is a
you
great fucking
you
movie.
said that you said that, and I went, oh fuck. You know, like you're right, but I find I could rewatch this one more times in a year than I could rewatch Total Recall.
Uh-huh.
But I still love Total Recall. It's one of my favorite movies too. Like it's so good. So I'm even like fighting myself. So in the future, in the comments from people, I hope you guys watch it to the end, or even leave those comments. I want to hear it. What is your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger sci-fi movie? And am I out of my fucking mind saying that this is my favorite and this is the
If you would
best?
have asked me that
Because
question before I rewatched this movie, I would have said Total Recall. But now that I've rewatched this
yeah,
movie, which I haven't watched as many times as Total Recall, probably just because I didn't own it, as I
yeah,
owned Total Recall at one time or whatever. But now after rewatching this movie, I mean, I agree with you. But I mean, it's close. They're both good,
right.
but this
They're
is the
both
best.
great movies.
This is probably the best Arnold action movie
Yeah,
that I agree.
it would. Yeah, I could rewatch this movie so many times, but there's actually so many great ones. up there. So we might have to I might have to revisit this whole concept later on, and maybe I'll prove myself to be a jackass in another video. Let's see. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 10, I think. So I keep trying to order the numbers, but I never do. So I'm just gonna guess this is around 10. And yeah, this is of the NCRS, the Nerdy Chaotic Review Show. Thanks for watching. Well, nobody, but thanks for watching in the future. And Carl, thanks for recording with me. And yeah, I had a lot of fun.
You
This is a
didn't
great
have it.
movie to watch. And
Did you have it set on private? Was there anybody at all?
oh, you showed up when you joined.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't
So
on
like,
private.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it totally
yeah,
wasn't on private. Anyways, yeah, no, it was fun.
yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll watch the Predator. I mean, no, Predators too.
Oh, Predator 2. Predator 2. Yes. Ah,
The
shit.
Predator too.
We'll see what
I'm
happens.
gonna watch
Yes, yes.
the Predator too, or is it just
All right.
Predator?
It's just Predator 2. I know it actually might be the Predator. You know what? We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out that question next week.
Don't much matter. Yeah, okay. Thanks, dude.
uh, yeah, no worries. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is how I fix this.
So I dropped this
You
thing.
gonna be?
I dropped it,
Oh yeah.
and my I couldn't pin on in COD anymore. It's like
Oh
the
shit.
directional pad stopped working. I was like, "Fuck, this sucks." It could still get around or whatever. It could still use it. And then I fucking accidentally dropped it on the floor again, and now my fucking pin button works again.
Perfect. Perfect.
I was shocked. I
Now,
was just like,
now,
holy fuck, it's working.
oh, it worked again.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I wasn't expecting.
Are you gonna be doing any gaming after
Me,
this?
yeah.
Or?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's only 10 o'clock.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I might
That's
load
where
up.
I'm heading next. I'm
All
gonna go
right.
shoot
Perfect. Yeah.
people. I had 2 solo victories,
Yeah.
bro. 2 solo victories on casual
Fucking epic.
battle royale
Yeah.
casuals, but I've done it twice
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah. Like the solo casual, right?
Solo
Or
casuals,
did
yeah.
you go? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I like that mode. I know a lot of people have some views on that mode, but
On
that's for
casuals,
another discussion.
casuals is fun as fuck.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot more since I got this monitor. I've been playing a lot more regular battle royale too, because I'm
Oh,
on
nice.
a lot more level playing field, except for the computer guys. But
Yeah, absolutely.
it's a lot more fun playing regular battle royale now than it was
Absolutely.
before I had 120
Well,
hertz. Big
yeah, no
difference.
doubt. No
Big
doubt.
difference between 60. I honestly I felt like I was cheating when I first. I was like, I got this thing. I
Yeah.
hooked it all up. I got a hold of JT. I'm like, hey JT, help me set up my monitor. So he jumped on it. We went through a couple of things real quick. Then we played a game, and I was just like,
Perfect.
holy fuck! I'm like, I'm cheating. It feels like I'm cheating. Like,
Right?
what a
Like,
difference.
like something's dialed up way too high on this. Like
Oh yeah.
something. This
It's
is
like
crazy. I can
so
see
much
everything.
smoother, and you just
Everything.
aim so
Yeah.
much more accurately. You don't waste as many bullets, kind of deal. But anyways, I totally sidetracked your show, and yeah, I'm gonna go play COD.
Hey, fucking A. I'll probably catch you on there. All right. Sounds good, Carl.
Okay,
Thanks again for coming on.
yeah, my pleasure. Now for the hard part.